way to go. Stand by for all the action from another enthralling instalment of the oldest cup competition in the world. Oldham were defeated 5-1 at Anfield in last season's third round, but with home advantage this time around, the Latics believed they could bridge a two-tier gap and cause an upset against Liverpool. At Boundary Park for us was Clive Tildesley.
There's Lee Croft with a chance to volley into the penalty area. Changamera will chase that. Still three blue shirts to wait for. Smith's there with a header. Oldham Athletic are in front inside 2 minutes. Matt Smith has scored the goal. Suarez leading the latest Liverpool raid. It's opened up a little bit for him. He's played a 1-2 off an Oldham player and equalised. Luis Suarez from Liverpool. 7 goals in his last 6 games. He's hot. Jordan Henderson. It's in. Suarez got a touch. Flags up. Won't count. Not this time. Got in there. Simpson though. Wabara is in support here. It's a dangerous low ball and Jones has spilt it. Chance for Croft. It's Smith. Started the half with a goal. Ends the half with a goal. It's Matt Smith's half at Oldham. And they lead Liverpool again. Ground's got there ahead of Sterling. Good play that. Here's Smith. Winchester. It's a decent cross too. Wabara arriving at the far post. Oh, it's 3 for Oldham. 21-year-old Reece Wabara, who may be playing his last game for Oldham Athletic this afternoon, heads them into a 3-1 lead. Sturridge, down he went, Suarez turns, back to Steven Gerrard! Blocked brilliantly by Baxter and fired over by Sturridge. Towards Skirtle, followed by Allen, it's in! What a goal that is! Joe Allen scores his first goal for Liverpool, bang on cue to revive their hopes. I don't think anybody could calm this game down. It's been running a temperature from the outset. And Voto, that's a little rash. It's fallen off Gerrard for Shelvey. And now Gerrard hits a crossbar. Over the outstretched arm of Dean Bazanis. And a whisker away from equalising. It's a momentous victory for Oldham Athletic. Liverpool out of the FA Cup, beaten here at Boundary Park by 3 goals to 2.
Round 3 saw conference side Luton Town claim a championship scalp in the form of Wolves, and spurred on by a travelling support of 4,000, the Hatters were hoping to become the first non-league side since 1989 to knock out top-flight opposition. Perched at Carrow Road was Sam Matterface.
Jackson making the run. He's in behind here, Simeon Jackson. It's a good stop by Mark Tyler. Sermon. And his effort is blocked by Ronnie Henry, and Luton survive. Best chance of the game for Norwich. Fox. This may be a chance. Sermon. Kane has peeled off, trying to find Harry Kane. Brings it down. Still Kane! And it's great defending by Greg Taylor. What an afternoon he's having. Harry Kane comes the closest. Into the 6-yard area. There's a little flick. Barnett is there. They try to squeeze it in. It's off the line. Alex Lawless was the man who got it away. There was a couple of collisions inside that 6-yard area. At the other end, Gray trying to cause problems. He's pulled to the floor by Howson. He wants a penalty. Andre Mariner says no. Andre Gray says, please. Here's Simeon Jackson. Hold to the far post. Stopped by Tyler. Great chance for Norwich. Jackson. Nice touch by Martin. Oh, and it's almost in into his own goal by Kovac. He clears the crossbar, but only just. Smith. Rendell robs him of possession. Looks to send Lawless away. Here's Lawless! Mighty close from the man who sent them into round 4 with his goal against Wolves. Here's Stuart Fleetwood. JJ O'Donnell is making a sprint forward. Rendell is in the centre. Lawless is drawing up. It's in towards Rendell! The substitute puts the conference side in front! Maybe the fairy tale will happen for Luton Town! Can Norwich find a leveller? Decent cross. There's a good header away by Kovac. Comes back towards Houlihan. He can't get his feet sorted out. I think he was offside anyway when the ball was played forward. Andre Mariner looks at his watch. Pilkington. Away by the defender, Rowe Turner. There's claims of handball against him. But Andre Mariner is unmoved. Declan Rudd with one last chance to get it forward. Luton Town have done it! The team from the Blue Square Premier march on to the 5th round of the FA Cup. It's a magnificent moment for a team that has been troubled by so much turmoil. It's a night the Hatters will never forget.
If Queen's Park Rangers were looking for respite from their league woes in the Cup, they found none at home to Milton Keynes Dons in a goal-filled tie at Loftus Road. They took the lead when, following Sean Williams' 4th-minute corner, Armand Traoré put through his own net whilst under pressure from Dean Lewington. 5 minutes before half-time, the Dons doubled their advantage. Ryan Lowe firing past Rob Green. Harry Redknapp's fringe first-teamers continued to fall apart after the break as substitute Ryan Harley made it 3-0. And the visiting fans were then left pinching themselves in disbelief when the Dons went 4-0 up through Darren Potter. The two clubs were separated by 31 places in the league ladder ahead of kick-off, and Rangers found some top division form late on in the game, Jay Bothroyd pulling one back. Before Fabio scored his first goal in Ard's colours deep into injury time, although it hardly spared the home side's blushes in an embarrassing 4-2 reverse at the hands of the League One club. The Dons through to the 5th round of the competition for the first time in their short history. Beleaguered Aston Villa took on Championship side Millwall, looking to bounce back from their disappointing midweek League Cup exit to Bradford, and seemed on course to do so when Darren Bent's scuffed effort put the visitors in front. It was a lead that lasted only 5 minutes though, as Millwall skipper Danny Shitu rose highest to meet James Henry's corner and levelled for the hosts. And the tie looked set for a replay until a minute from time when Lions striker John Marquis headed onto the bar before reacting quickest to pile more misery on Villa and ensure Millwall made it into the hat for round 5. Another side looking to avoid defeat against Championship opponents were Tottenham. Leeds' only FA Cup success against Spurs was on the way to winning the trophy in 1972, and they were hoping for a repeat of that 2-1 scoreline under the watchful eye of John Champion.
Here's Varney. McCormack's up with him. Hope for Leeds here. Varney has scored! Kept his balance, kept his cool, seized his moment. It's Varney who rises there, and it may come for McCormack. Friedel, even at the age of 41, up to the task. Diouf, Ross McCormack. Oh, Ross McCormack with a special goal. And he runs to the dugout where he's hugged by Ronnie Jepson, the coach, and by half the other staff. Norton. Clever pass, good run, Aaron Lennon. But nothing for Tottenham at the end of it. Bale. That's a good header and a fine response, and Clint Dempsey pulls one back for Tottenham. It's not taken too long, 7 minutes since Leeds' second goal, and the deficit is back to 1. Off goes Abika. John Abika! Big chance for what would have been a very big goal. Friedel got his head to it. Varney. And now Sommer. Of all English football's fallen giants, none landed with a greater thud than Leeds United. They are back on the map now. Leeds have knocked Tottenham out of the cup with a performance of grim determination for Neil Warnock's Leeds United, who marched through together, in the words of their anthem, into the 5th round of the FA Cup for the first time in a decade.
We begin part 2 in West London. It's been 63 years since Brentford last faced Chelsea, but the wait was finally over as the League One side welcomed the holders to a sellout Griffin Park. Seeing whether the Bees could cause a huge upset was Derek Ray.
Forrester with the throw, Forshaw. Wasn't quite right for Douglas. He's not afraid to put himself about. Logan, Shaylin Logan, the defender, and it's Forshaw! So close. Here's Donaldson. The crew and Hibs player. Lampard under pressure again. Forrester hits it, and it's come out to Trotter. Brentford take the lead in this West London derby. Marcelo Trotter. Chelsea switching off, and the Bees have shown us their sting. It's Bertrand. Fall for, turned by Oscar. Lovely play, glorious equaliser from Oscar. Clear improvements made by Chelsea at the start of the second half. And now they have levelled matters. Donaldson. Yemi, the substitute, making the run. And down he goes inside the box. It's a penalty to Brentford. Well, Turnbull coming out to meet Yemi. It's a yellow card. Here is Forrester. Brentford regain the lead. Sheer joy at Griffin Park. Oscar and Lampard. Always paying attention. They all were back there for Brentford. Frantic stuff. Off Torres' head this time. Piece of acrobatics. But it's Moore's ball. Ivanovic who controlled his body. Massa. Minutes of normal time remaining. Torres and Barr. It's Torres! Just when Chelsea needed him. Up pops the Spaniard. Fernando Torres sees his goal-scoring drought come to an end. First cup tie, West London affair, and Brentford live on. They won't be favourites going to Stamford Bridge. But what a fantastic display by the Bees. Chelsea, the FA Cup holders, remain alive in the oldest cup competition of them all.
Macclesfield Town required 50 volunteers to get their much-anticipated tie with Premier League Wigan on after heavy snow in the northwest. However, their fans saw their side get off to the worst possible start at Moss Rose when Thierry Ordell's poorly timed challenge on Callum McManaman left referee Roger East no option but to point to the spot. And despite getting a hand to it, debutant Joe Anion couldn't stop Jordi Gomez's penalty. Macclesfield responded well and had a penalty claim of their own waved away despite Romain Golabar's barge on Wade Fairhurst. But their clearest opportunity to equalise came when Ordell failed to atone for his earlier error and Wigan held on to reach round 5 for the first time since 1987. Everton stripped of Bolton marked David Moyes' 500th game in charge of the Toffees. Last year's semi-finalist broke the deadlock thanks to a slice of good fortune. Victor Anichibi's shot bouncing off Stephen Pienaar and beyond Andy Lonergan. The lead didn't last long though. Marvin Sordell connected with Darren Prattley's low cross to level the scores. And that's how it remained until the last minute of the game. Bolton failed to clear an Everton corner, with the ball coming to Maguette Gay for a second chance to cross. Marouane Fellaini kept the move alive, allowing substitute Johnny Heitinger to blast the ball in. 2-1 to the Toffees, a cruel blow for Bolton. Reading put their fight for Premier League survival on hold against League One Sheffield United, and it didn't take the Royals long to put their stamp on the game. Noel Hunt rose highest at the far post to nod in from Hal Robson-Kanu's weighted cross, prompting some celebratory gymnastics from the striker. Brian McDermott's men controlled the game in the first half and were rewarded for their efforts when Michaeli Ledgerwood made himself enough space to rifle a blistering shot past the outstretched hands of George Long. The second half brought much of the same for Reading. Gareth McCleary's endeavours down the right wing allowed him to set up Hunt for his second of the afternoon. And McCleary was on the score sheet himself just 5 minutes later. Picked out by Adam Lafondra, the winger turned nicely and put the contest beyond all doubt. 4-0 the final score, Reading's biggest win of the season so far. Middlesbrough hosted League Two Aldershot, a slow burner that exploded into life 7 minutes from time. Lukas Jutkovic's improvised header enough to put Borough 1-off. FA Cup leading scorer Danny Hilton then restored parity with his 8th in the competition. Dean Holdsworth must have thought his side had done enough to earn a replay, but deep into stoppage time, a long ball found its way to Jutkovic. His shot wasn't pretty, but it was sufficient to beat Jamie Young and put Middlesbrough's place in the 5th round. In recent years, Brighton's Amex Stadium has been a graveyard for Premier League sides in cup competitions, and the next team looking to avoid an upset was Arsenal, for whom progress was imperative as they bid to end an 8-year wait for a trophy. On the south coast for us was Peter Drury.
In by Greer, and that's comfortable for Szczesny, who's got rid quickly, and Arsenal could counter here with Rosicky. Oxlade-Chamberlain up alongside, Jenkinson wide of him. Rosicky kept going and fed Podolski, and now Giroud scores! It's a very fine goal from Arsenal. Lightning quick counter-attack. And a first FA Cup goal for Olivier Giroud. It really is Arsenal at their very best. Lopez who delivers. Szczesny came and didn't get there! And this one counts! Brighton have their equaliser through Ashley Barnes. Podolski hits the crossbar. Still not clear. Ankergren got some of it. Oxlade-Chamberlain got some more, but there were too many bodies between him and goal. Diaby. Giroud! It's a very good take, and Arsenal have their lead back in front of 4,000 travelling fans. Olivier Giroud taking to the FA Cup. Aimed into a shot! Instant hero! The debutant equalises! Wilshire's take, Ankergren Kane, and it's in from Theo Walcott via a cruel deflection. Arsenal have their third lead. And now they're just 5 minutes from winning it.
Manchester United eased into the fifth round, thumping Fulham 4-1 at Old Trafford. Wayne Rooney with the pick of the bunch. Sir Alex's eyes remain firmly on the prize they last won back in 2004. And there was safe passage too for neighbours City, who faced Stoke and repeat of the 2011 final. Despite dominating, they had to wait until 5 minutes from time for Pablo Zabaleta to secure City's first win at the Britannia since '99. Blackburn gave new boss Michael Appleton his first victory in charge with a comfortable 3-0 win at Pride Park. Danny Murphy teed up Scott Dan, whose fabulous volley stunned the home side. Barnsley continued their good form with a great win at Hull. Eldin Jakupovic produced a fine double save, keeping out Chris Dagnall and Marlon Howard, only for Dagnall to rifle home the rebound and send the Tykes through. Lee Novak's spot kick had given Huddersfield the lead against Leicester, but it wasn't to last. Richie Delat's low cross wasn't dealt with, and Chris Wood's 7th goal in 5 games forced a replay. Confirmation then of the fourth round results. Oldham pulled off a massive upset against Liverpool. Holders Chelsea face a replay after their draw at Brentford. Luton are the only remaining non-league team left in the competition after knocking out Norwich. 8-time winners Tottenham were dumped out by Leeds. Aston Villa and QPR also suffered defeat to lower league opposition. Manchester United and rivals City both progressed. Everton needed a last-minute winner to see off Bolton. Championship sides Blackburn, Barnsley and Middlesbrough will be joined by the winner of a replay between Huddersfield and Leicester. So it's been another thrilling weekend in the Cup of Dreams. A weekend full of drama and romance. A weekend that for the underdogs will live long in the memory. Bye for now.
Cool, nice, groovy.